It's Halo Infinite time, boys! Even though I'm wearing a Destiny shirt, it's that time of the day again. Or it's that time already because we've been waiting for, like, all of yesterday, pretty much. I wasted away my afternoon yesterday and early evening waiting for that beta to drop. But we're gonna put on some Master Chief mood lighting real quick. Oh yeah, there's some green in the background. Looks like the beta's booting up right now, so it gives me a minute just to sit here, relax a bit, and get ready to kill some bots. There's a nice little rainstorm outside. Just I can sit back, relax, play some Halo Infinite if it fucking boots up. I hear the music! Woo! Let's go, PogChamps. Let's go.
It is here.
Ah, dude, I'm gonna bust. Oh man.
I hope there's gonna be a universal ranking system, but it's not in this build because like I said, this is an alpha.
Purple. I require purple. Why can't I equip the violet shader? It won't let you change your color. Okay,
yeah,
it will, but it won't let you change. Okay, there was something wrong. All right, so I have that on clip. Okay.
Yeah, it's finicky. I mean, it's an alpha. What do you expect?
I know.
This is. Yeah, I just want to point that out. This is not a beta.
I want to do something, game. Load me into something. You got me into something at first. Is it because it's single player it's gonna work? I think it is. Hold on. Alright, let's do this thing. AR, let's go.
Take down your targets quickly.
Okay, so it's a bit of a spray pattern. Okay, it's spray pattern if you flutter it too much.
30 seconds remaining.
Jesus Christ.
Showcase of skill.
Okay, so this is... I mean... Alright, so... The Halo Infinite MA40 AR3. Already from handling it, it seems like a really good gun. And from what I can tell, it has a bit of... You need to feather your shots a bit more with it. It's a bit of a bigger spray pattern. So let's go back into it and do a bit of a double and triple check on how it all operates together. So let's restart this thing. All right, so it's got a basic reticle,
Take down your targets
fire
quickly.
pattern. As you can see when you're fluttering your shots.
Remaining.
Yeah, see, even over a long course of time.
I couldn't have done it without you. That is literally true.
Oh, is that Cirque? I feel like when I'm hip firing, that's much better.
2, 1. Fantastic.
I got 10 kills there. Killing Frenzy. Alright, so... Overall, The handling of the AR is fairly good. I gotta say, its recoil is easy to control. Let me just... It's 36, yeah.
Eliminate the targets.
Yeah, see, it's a bit harder to control at that range. And see, I can easily control it better at... See, the spray's a
30
bit...
seconds remaining.
And I can control it better, hip firing it. While you're already firing, you can fire it while, See? Look at that. When you're firing and you're...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll be a force on the battlefield yet.
Look at that. Alright, so for the MA40 AR3, I'll give it an overall of a 2.5 star. Its handling gets a 3 star because it's easy to control on mouse and keyboard. You're easily able to control that recoil. For zoom, aka ADS, I will give it a 2.5 star. Its hip fire, though, is really good at a 3. Because hip fire, you're able to move it more freely, while ADS, you feel a bit sluggish there. Its rate of fire easily gets a 3, but I feel like its spread of bullets, its rate of fire has no problem. Its bullet spread, though, gets a 2, especially when ADS. Because I feel like, and we see it in the footage there, that I was able to control it much better at hip fire with those same ranges as I would ADS. I feel like ADS makes its bullet spreads far worse than hip fire. The gun gets about a 2.5 star rating, so out of 3. So pretty good. Let us move on to the Pulse Carbine, which I'm hoping isn't the only carbine, because Daddy needs his Covenant Carbine. I am a god, and I crack off with that shit, and I require it. So let's go into a Pulse Carbine training. Alright. Pulse Carbine. I like the look of it. Already, I don't know how to feel about it. If it's going to be another plasma rifle, I don't like it.
Fast, Spartan.
It's basically a pulse rifle. Okay, it's overheating is interesting.
30 seconds remaining.
You have to fire ahead of your target. Oh my god, this is... Does it track? It seems like it's tracking a tiny bit.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It seems like it tracks a tiny
Exceptional.
bit. So first impressions of that gun, I don't like it exactly. Overall, it's fire type. Its fire type is incredibly hard to control. And like that was the benefit with things like the plasma repeater, plasma rifle, and Covenant Carbine, which I love. The Covenant Carbine was like a ballistic style plasma weapon throughout the games, and that thing tore. I clapped with that shit in Halo 3 and 4, and I will say I did clap with it in 5 as well, but I only played like 50-something Halo 5 multiplayer games. But still, the overall first impressions of this weapon, not my favorite. So now, let us get into the more technical aspects of it. I'm tripping. So, I'm tripping balls. MA40 AR3. I'll give it an overall of a 2.5 star. Its handling gets a 3 star because it's easy to control on mouse and keyboard. You're easily able to 3 because for zoom, aka ADS, I will give it a 2.5 star. Its hip fire though is really good at 3 because hip fire you're able to move it more freely, while ADS you feel a bit sluggish there. Okay, criteria. Rate of fire easily gets a 3, and I feel like its spread of bullets. Its rate of fire has no problem. Its bullet spread though gets a 2, especially when ADS. It was bullet spread. I feel like, and we see it in the footage there, that I was able to control it much better at hip fire with. Are those my only criteria I had for it? Me? Like past me? Was that the only thing? Oh, okay, let's do this thing. All right, next we are going to be doing 2 more runs of this, and we are going to determine how this feels. Okay, so we're feeling for handling our ADS and our hip fire rate with the rate of fire and the bullet spread. Let's do this thing.
Eliminate the targets.
It tracks. It tracks. What the shit? It 2 shots if you land all 3. All right. Okay then. My complete my first thoughts of the weapon, fucking throw them out. That weapon, okay. We may have to have and this might be something with a rate of fire, or that is okay for weapons that have tracking shots like that. We may have to put a new category, tracking, or like bullet magnetism. Let us do another lap of the Carbine. Let's go. All right, let's do this thing.
Eliminate the targets.
See, like if I aim around it, it doesn't do that.
Remaining.
2 shot to the head. Yeah, look, 2 bursts to the head. And I don't even have to aim at some part. Oh, at range it tracks better. At range, this thing is a god.
5, 4, 3.
At range, this thing is really good.
On the battlefield yet.
Yeah, at range, this thing is pretty good. Okay. Overall, it might have just been going cracked that second attempt there, and not this third attempt that got the score of 22,500. But, frankly, I'm going to start the ratings here. For handling, I'm going to give it a 3. It handles really well. I'm able to control the recoil pretty good with this weapon. So I'm going to give it a good old 3. With its ADS, you saw it there in this third round. I was most of the time hip firing. Its ADS is good though, but I'm going to give it a 2. Its hip fire, I'm going to give it 2.5 though. Because as you noticed, even with hip fire, reticle wasn't always red and everything. I wasn't reacting as good, but I'm going to give it that. Rate of fire. It's adequate for a pulse. pulse carbine, a pulse weapon. I'm gonna give it 2.5 stars though, nonetheless. Nah, you know what? I'll give the rate of fire a 3. The rate of fire deserves a 3. Because that is a very unique style of weapon. I haven't really seen a pulse weapon in this game. I've always seen auto weapons or single shot rapid fire weapons. So that's a really cool one. Bullet spread. When it's tracking on with bullet, and this is, like I said earlier, it's kind of entwined, but when it's locked on, its spread tracks, and I've noticed it tracked at range more than it did up close. So its bullet spread up close, you have no excuse for not hitting them. But at range, its spread is pretty good. It's in line, they track each other. But at close, you need to hit your shots to be able to do any damage with this weapon. It does 2-tap to the head, so the shots are in line. So I'm gonna give the rate of the bullet spread a 3, because that is top tier bullet spread. Like, it's in line. You're not gonna be messing with it. Bullet magnetism. It tracks pretty good. 2.5. I'll give it a 2.5 star. Overall, the gun gets about a 2.5, 3. It's a 2.5 starred weapon. I mean, honestly, no, scratch that. It's a 3-star weapon. This thing, I honestly was gonna rag on it a bit, but realizing when I'm playing it here, it's good. It is very good. We're gonna be testing the BR75 now. Okay, so we got the BR45 here. Let's test this bad boy out.
Go. Act fast, Spartan.
Pretty good. ADS-wise, it's pretty good. It's required at range, though. Actually, maybe not.
30 seconds remaining.
It's actually pretty good. All right, first impressions of the new battle rifle 75-3. I might only need to do 2 runs with this gun because I can already get a feel that this is a 3-star weapon. Overall, a very good weapon. They really did outstanding with the BR. So I think this is going to be the shortest review of it yet, but let's do another test of it just in case if my intuition is wrong, which sometimes it might be. I can punch in this. Nice. I should just jump on the field and punch all the bots.
Eliminate the targets.
All right, so
30 seconds remaining.
Even at range, you can tell that this thing's good. Even with hip firing at range, it's good. You just point, shoot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Consistency is key.
Okay, so like I said, I really only need 2 plays with this guy. I could have only done 1 play with this guy, and I know how it is. Handling 3-star. This thing is a beast, and I think it's the best BR that they've had in a Halo game. And I can say that hands down. I've played every single Halo game. Not that much in 5, but I don't really count that as a Halo game. But no, this is the best. This is the best BR. Handling wise, you point, you shoot, you're there. And I think this ties in with bullet spread as well. 3. Bullet spread, bullet magnetism, both of them, 3 stars. Screw this. All down the board, 3 stars. Give that boy a 4-star rating. It's that good. This BR is that good. Like, imagine, you know in Pokemon Go, right? You have a 3-star rating, but when you have all of your 3 stats, HP, attack, and defense maxed out, it gives you a 4-star rating. This gun is the 4-star rating because it's that good. I do not need to defend my decision. Play with the gun. You know what I'm talking about. You know I'm right. Alright, let us move on to another one. The gun I'm most excited for, the VK78 Commando 3. The VK78 Commando. Tier 3, let's test this bad boy out. Just looking at you. Oh!
Take down your targets quickly.
Okay, already, I see some flaws. I'm seeing flaws with this thing already.
30 seconds remaining.
As you can tell what I'm doing, that's because this weapon is a bit...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic showcase of skill.
Alright, overall, with this weapon already, I was really hyped about this gun. I was hyped that there was a new style of weapon that we got here. As I was able to tell with the first time, the recoil on this thing is heavy. And the bloom on it is high. I honestly think I do need to do another couple tries. Let me check. Overall, I do need a couple more test runs with it. So let's do those couple test runs. Let's see how this thing feels.
Take down your targets quickly.
All right. Yeah, you can tell the rate of fire at full auto,
30 seconds remaining.
its spread is bad. You can see that, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to flutter my shots a bit. See? Look at that. Even aiming at his head directly.
5, 4,
Look at that.
3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Consistency is key.
See? That's like that. That right there. I need to do this again. No, I need to do another run. I'm doing 3 with each one. Except for the BR, I only have to do 2 because that's a god tier gun. Already the best gun of the game.
Go. Act fast, Spartan.
Okay, so... already what I'm seeing is... I'm gonna need... okay, that's... okay.
spotted.
Even though I did get a tier 3 with that, a 3-star rating with that performance there, I do have to be a bit harsh on the VK78 Commando. Handling-wise, unfortunately, if you're not a skilled player, this is going to be a hard gun to get used to. Handling-wise, due to the recoil, I'm going to give it a 1.5 star. And that's basically because, as you saw the first one, this ties into rate of fire a bit, and bullet spread, which I'll talk about here in a moment, but it's very hard to control if you're not constantly knowing what you have to do to prevent that recoil. Let's get into the ADS mode and hip fire. ADS, 1 star. I'm sorry, ADS has to be a 1 star. Because you saw that entire second one there, the one where I popped off there at the end. Didn't use ADS once. This is, and it's going to tie into hip fire, a 2.5 hip fire rating. This thing is a hip fire gun. It's not designed for ADS, I think, in my personal opinion. And if it's someone else's playstyle, sure. But my playstyle, this is not a hip fire. This is not a ADS weapon. It's specifically a hip fire weapon. Rate of fire. We had this problem in Reach. Somehow 343 brought it back. Bloom. And this goes with bullet spread as well, which both of them right now. Rate of fire, it feels pretty powerful. Like you saw that I had to do some maneuvering, but I was able to get 2 kills in 1 magazine. I'm gonna give it for rate of fire, a 2, bullet spread, a 1.5, a 1. You had to, and for bullet magnetism even, I'm gonna have to give, bullet magnetism is gonna be a 1 as well, because bullet spread and bullet magnetism, I feel bad because I really love the idea of the weapon. Definitely at the first, you'll have to train with it a bit, obviously, but overall, at the moment, yeah. The rate of fire, you could tell there, it was blooming, and that goes in with the bullet spread. But, yeah, it's not the greatest. And the shots, if you weren't, like, that goes in with bloom as well, the magnetism. If you weren't fluttering your shots like I was, or like full autoing it for half and then for a little bit, then pop, 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 full auto, pop, 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 you weren't using this gun. This gun wasn't killing. It was just spraying and praying, and that's kind of sad. So yeah, overall, I'd give this gun a 2-star rating. No. Hate to say it, but I'm going to have to give this gun a 1.5 star rating. Because I love it. I love the concept of it. And I definitely want to play more with it in the future. Because I want to get better with it. But at the moment, first impressions wise, it is a 1.5 star rating gun. Let us get back to this. Let's test out someone I haven't tested out much before. The MK40 Sidekick. I can't remember if this was in... I don't think this was the sidearm for 4. I think the Magnum was still the sidearm for 4, but this was the 5 one. So, okay. It's a semi-auto.
Take down your targets quickly.
Okay, already love it.
30 seconds remaining.
All right. So this play, that last play there doesn't say anything about my feel for the gun, even though I got a nearly 22,000 there. Overall, my feel for the weapon, it's a really good handgun. Honestly, doesn't pack the same punch as the Magnum, but if it's a the MK50 Sidekick is the infinite version of it is a good replacement. Even though I didn't use it in 5 that much, I like it how it feels in Infinite. But yeah, let's do a couple more tests of it so I can get the rankings and the feel of it better down.
Go. Act fast, Spartan. 30 seconds remaining.
You're just standing in the corner, dude. Bots, move around better.
2, 1.
Yeah, like that guy. That guy's moving around good.
Be a force on the battlefield yet.
Honestly, I honestly think I can rank it now. Let's do this thing. Okay, so the MK50 Sidekick, infinite version of it. ADS wise, I feel that at range, this is a 2.5 star ADS. Hip fire wise, 3 star hip fire. Handling, the weapon is about a 2.5 star. There was a bit of kickback there, but you can control it, so it's pretty simple. The rate of fire, I like it. It feels good, and it helped me get like a couple kills in one mag. The bolt spread, though, it's a bit iffy on. I didn't give it the rate of fire ranking. Rate of fire, 3 star. Bullet spread, 2 star. And bullet magnetism, 2 star. Well, yeah, basically. Bullet spread, if you're constantly firing it, sure. Maybe every once in a while a shot doesn't go towards it, and that goes in with bullet magnetism as well. But yeah, basically that's it. It's overall 2.5 star weapon, pretty good. Next up is the plasma pistol. It's a plasma pistol. We're doing the Bulldog now, boys. Yeah, I don't need to do the plasma pistol. It's a plasma pistol. Same thing as always. Pull out another gun, pop. It's basically that. You're doing that like always, which is kind of stupid. All right, Bulldog. 5 meters, 10 meters.
Go. Act fast, Spartan.
Okay.
30 seconds remaining.
I don't know how to feel about this gun. At range, it doesn't work at all. Damn bots, get back in my range.
Fantastic showcase of skill.
Alright, first impressions. The gun is a gun. It's a shotgun. A 12 gauge. Roller doler like a Road Rage Bulldog from COD Black Ops. Overall, this gun is the CQS 48 Bulldog is a decent semi-auto shotgun. I would like the old shotgun possibly back because this one doesn't hit like a truck. The old one, woo, that thing would hit like a fucking truck. The Bulldog ain't it, I think. But overall, let's take another couple cracks at it to get what the weapon feels like.
Take down your targets quickly.
Okay, I might have been mistaken.
30 seconds remaining.
Might have been mistaken here. I think I was mistaken.
4, 3, 2, 1. Now that's how it's done.
Yeah, no, I might have been mistaken with this one. It's a semi-auto shotgun that possibly can two-tap it close within 5 meters of range. I was wrong. That thing does have a bit of kick for a semi-auto shotgun, not just a shotgun. Handling. I'm gonna give it a 2. You could tell there was some recoil that even with mouse, when I was pushing forward to counteract it, it was still there. That's a 2-star. ADS. For a shotgun, 3-star. I'm gonna give it that one. 3-star for ADS. Hip fire grip, 3-star as well. Rate of fire for a shotgun, I give it a 2.5 star. I don't expect it to be a full auto, but like still, yeah. For bullet spread, I thought I was using slugs, not buckshot, but the spread was pretty big there. At farther ranges than 5 meters, you're gonna have a problem. I'll give it a 2-star. Bullet magnetism, I'll give it a 2-star. Overall, a 2.5-star gun. Pretty good, pretty good. I like it. I really like it a lot, actually. I'm definitely going to be using it in close quarter maps. The one I've been waiting for, the Heatwave. First, I don't know if this is a banished weapon or if it's a Promethean weapon. This has multiple ranges.
Take down your targets quickly.
Okay. This thing over-penetrates.
30 seconds remaining.
I'm noticing that you're going to be having to do that a lot. It 2-taps.
Fantastic showcase of skill.
Okay, first impressions. The weapon is powerful. 2 shots. It does have a drawback problem, and that's its reload. I can't believe I've never been bothering to do reload tier on this one, but I guess because the other ones didn't have a reload problem. Yeah, I'm gonna try it again. I really was looking at this gun thinking, oh cool, maybe a charged shot gun. It banks around the corners, but we can definitely try it again.
Eliminate the targets.
I'm definitely going to realize something. It's going to be more of a constant reload weapon. Fucking stop moving, bastard.
I'm proud of you. Heck, I'm proud of us.
Is that Cirque?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jun himself would be impressed.
Alright, so that weapon, the Heatwave. Handling overall, I'm gonna have to give it a 2. Well, no, that's wrong. Handling overall, I'll give it a 2.5. It's a good weapon. Honestly, truthfully, it is a really good weapon. It doesn't have ADS, so I'll replace this one with reload speed. Actually, no. I'll give it, it's firing mode 1 and firing mode 2, aka firing mode 1 is hip fire, firing mode 2 is ADS, so we'll keep that easily. Firing mode 1, if your targets are standing next to each other, very good. It is very good for multi-shots and for people over-penetrating people bot. So if we have, like, let's just say 2 people standing next to each other and then a third behind them, 1 Heatwave shot can hit all 3 of them. That's a good thing. However, the Heatwave shot is over-penetrating, which is very good. Very good. That wise, I'll give it a 3. I'll give firing mode 1 a 3. It's pretty cool. Firing mode 2, however, it's designed to hit the entire body of the Spartan or the enemy, and you have to aim it directly center mass. But people would be used to shooting at the head, so you'd be losing a lot of damage drop off. I would give firing mode 2 a 2-star, because also it's hard to hit. But that's kind of the allure of the weapon. That's a maximum DPS there. Let's see. Next is the rate of fire, and that kind of goes in with the reload of it, because this gun feels like it's going to be a fire multiple times, constantly hold reload, fire, reload. Its rate of fire is decent. I'm going to give it but with the reload problem though, I'm going to have to give it a 2. Bullet spread. It banks, but its spread is fairly in line with how you're aiming the gun, so I'm going to have to give that a 2.5. Its magnetism though, I'll give it a 2. So overall, the Heatwave is roughly 2.5-star weapon. Yeah, I was right on that one. The Needler, one I'm very happy to see after I saw it in the gameplay demo, the multiplayer gameplay demo. This thing shreds, and I'm very happy to talk about it.
Needler obtained.
Take down your targets quickly.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I had to test that. This thing's actually pretty powerful.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This thing is very good.
Exceptional work, Spartan.
This thing is very good. I love it a lot. I think maybe besides possibly CE, this is the best Needler we've had in the game. In the entire series, the 20-year-long series, this might be the best Needler we've had. And that, as someone who loves the Needler and has played it a lot in 2 and stuff, and 3's Needler was pretty good as well. But as someone who's played with the Needler a lot and really likes the gun, this might be the best Needler we've had. So let's just do another play test of it.
Take down your targets quickly. Seconds remaining.
Yeah, ammo consumption is high there. Huh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exceptional work.
Interesting. All right, so I just learned there that there's a couple more things you could do. So let's go over everything real quick. Handling. The gun's definitely a 3-star on handling. ADS is pretty necessary at longer ranges, or maybe even up close. I'll give that one a 3. Hip fire wise, 2.5. 2.5, sadly. Still, the gun's really good at rate. Rate of fire, if you're able to time it right, you can get 3 kills in a mag. Yeah. But its ammo consumption, if you're not skilled at, is pretty high. Rate of fire wise, 2. Sorry. Bullet spread. That is going to be an interesting one, because its spread isn't the problem, really. Its spread is pretty in line. They all are in this tiny circular area. They don't go much. But the magnetism is the problem. So, rate of fire I gave it 2.5, right? I think? Whatever I gave it. The bullet spread is a 3. Its magnetism is going to be a 2.5. Overall, the gun averages out to be a 3-star, 3-star needler, which is still pretty freaking good. And I love that it is. That gun is great. Next one up on our list is the sniper. I'm actually looking forward to using the sniper. Because I know I pop off with the beam rifle on occasion. And the sniper. Hip fire with it at least. 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters.
Take down your targets quickly.
No scope. Peek, bitch.
30 seconds remaining.
Not the greatest with hip fires. Wait, can I just... Gun's pretty good handling.
Fantastic showcase.
Gun's pretty good. I definitely would have to redo some stuff, but first impressions of the S7 sniper. It's a sniper. It's very good. I very much like it. Definitely for people who aren't used to sniping, this is a good intro to it. I think with this sniper, as long as you're able to control it, if you know how to fire a gun and aim and shoot, this is a pretty good gun to use. I was getting all headshots there, which I'm surprised I was able to, especially with that no-scope from like 25 meters away. But still, the gun is powerful, and I like it. Let's go in and do some more smaller testing.
Take down your targets quickly.
Come on, dude. Yeah, you can do some no scopes with that.
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this gun is actually pretty good to handle. See, I didn't even... See, like, that's a tiny bit of a problem for me, at least.
1. Now that's how it's done.
Let's get it. Let's get with it. Its handling is very good for a sniper. 3-star. It's ADS, obviously. It's a sniper. You're supposed to ADS with it. 3-star. Hip fire, ironically, it's going to be like a 2.5-star. Well, not ironic, that's bad words. Surprisingly, 2.5-star. As you could see, I was able to no-scope a couple times there. As long as my cursor was on the shot, it was good. Rate of fire for a sniper, really good. I'm not expecting something like koom, koom, koom. But 2.5 stars for the rate of fire. Bullet spread. I aimed and I shot. 3-star. most of the time I aimed and I shot where I was shooting. Bullet magnetism, though, 2.5 star. So overall, gun is a 2.5. And I mean, it's a sniper. Pretty good, though. It's one of the better snipers, I gotta say. I just have to get more practice with it. So overall, the S7 sniper is a 2.5 out of 3 star. Alright. More drills. The Skewer. The banished rocket launcher. Like a brute shot and a rocket launcher hybrid. They had a baby and then fucked off to Kingdom Come. Alright, so a Skewer is basically a rocket launcher.
Go. Act fast, Spartan.
It's a one-shot, too. Oh, you have to...
30 seconds
Interesting.
remaining.
Okay, this gun is weird. If you miss your shot, you're kind of fucked. You can predict movements, though, with it.
5, 4, 3,
Oh, damn, I missed that one.
1. Exceptional work,
Pretty
Spartan.
good, though, nonetheless. It's pretty good. Overall, the gun has a couple flaws, but it's a powerful one. You don't even need a headshot to get a kill with it. Yeah, I already think I can give it a ranking based on what I've already done with it. Handling-wise, it is... I would say it's gonna be a... 2.5. I don't have to really give much justification to that. It's a semi-stable gun. Plus, it's like a rocket launcher hybrid, so... It's ADS. I didn't use it much, but it's going to be necessary, I'm betting. They didn't send many things out long range for me to use it on, but I'm betting the Skewer is going to be good at long range, like we saw in maybe the trailers, with it, you know, cross-mapping a rocket hog. I'll give the ADS a 2.5. The hipfire, 3. I was using the hipfire most often, but subjectively, based on the training, yeah, it's a 3. Rate of fire, reload speed and everything's a tad bit slow. I'll give it a 2.5. Its bullet spread, it's a singular shot, so inline, so 3. And his bullet magnetism, you saw that I had to lead my shots a lot there, because it's projectile instead of bullet magnetism, so projectile magnetism. Bullet magnetism wise, yeah, no, it's you lead your shots. If you're a centimeter off, you're fucked. So bullet magnetism, I'm gonna give it like a 1.5, 1 star. I'll just give it a 1.5 star. Overall, gun's a 2 star out of 3. Decent weapon. The gun we saw in the trailer, that the red liquid shit, the red plasma shoot out of, the banished weapon go burr. I think I'm thinking of the same weapon.
Ravager's ours.
Eliminate the targets.
Ah, it's also a pulse weapon. Okay.
30 seconds remaining.
Just like with the Spiker, Skewer, I mean, my bad. I'm already ready to judge the Ravager. Handling, it's a 2. You could tell by the footage there, it's not that stable of a weapon. You could see I was even getting kickback there. I would even give maybe even a 1.5 like the Commando. You know what? Yeah, it's a 1.5, like the Commando. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's ADS. Honestly, not a fan. Hip fire, you saw I was using it the most. The ADS gets a 1.5 as well. The hip fire gets a 2. Like I said, the handling really just throws the gun off a tiny bit. 2.5 for the hip fire, actually. I'll be generous. The rate of fire. It's another pulse weapon, which I'm scared that there's going to be a lot more pulse weapons. Pulse Carbine was a god tier weapon, but still. The rate of fire, I don't really understand with it, though, because it wasn't auto-cooling after I was firing, like regular plasma-based weapons would. But I also noticed explosive. It was explosive plasma. I would give the rate of fire a 2. Bullet spread, god, that bullet spread was terrible. 1.5. And the bullet magnetism itself, 1.5. Overall, the gun is a 1.5 star weapon. So, honestly, I would not be picking this up if it were me.
Off the rack.
Off the rack! I love that.